Furthermore, church leaders from the rigorous Middle Ages developed a more extensive view of gluttony. As St. Thomas Aquinas did in his work called Summa Theologica, St. Thomas Aquinas emphasized a list of 5 ways to commit gluttony. Now, I think originally it's in Latin, and I don't read Latin, but I will read the principle, the definition of the principle in English, obviously not in Latin. So the first one is eating food that is too luxurious, exotic, or costly. Eating food that is excessive in quality, too daintily or elaborately prepared. Eating food that is excessive in quantity, too much. Eating hastily, too soon or at an inappropriate time. Eating greedily or too eagerly. Now, St. Aquinas resolves that gluttony denotes inordinate ways of eating. The first 3 ways are related to the food itself, while the last 2 are related to the manner of eating. Okay, so he declares that abstinence from food and drink actually overcomes the sin of gluttony, and the act of abstinence is fasting. So, how to overcome gluttony? According to John Piper, there are a lot of reasons for obesity in our culture. It's not just what we eat, that we're eating a lot of bad food. Okay, it's not just that. We're also pretty inactive and don't do a lot of walking, running, biking, etc. Oftentimes, obesity issues are connected as much to activity issues as they are to what goes into our mouths. Now, muscles are actually designed to burn food, but if they aren't being used then in any amount of food, it's going to result in obesity. So it has to be a balance. It has to be, like we said, everything in moderation. But gluttony is a better word to use in this context rather than obesity, because overeating is where the problem is, not how much you weigh. So there are all kinds of reasons why a person might weigh too much or too little that is not a result directly of gluttony. So how do you fight the battle? Now, I think it must be fought mainly not with the word no, but with an alternative yes. Okay. It is very interesting to me that there are many food and taste analogies actually in the Bible for God Himself. Okay, it says Psalms 34:8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. All right. 1 Peter 2:2. Desire the sincere spiritual milk of the word. And then you have John 6:35. I am the bread of life. Come to me, and you will not hunger. Okay. And then it says Isaiah 55:1-2. Come, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters, and he who has no money, come, but buy and eat. Come and buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which does not satisfy? Listen diligently to me, and eat what is good, and delight yourselves in rich food. Now, the implication here is that if we give ourselves to being satisfied with spiritual bread, wine, and milk, then physical hunger will lose its supreme power. See, this is what I'm talking about. So we're going back to what I mentioned at the beginning about the shows, okay? The one particular show, the group, the My 600 Pound Life, as well as entertainment, what is considered to be entertainment videos of people eating, and people watching them eat large amounts of, whether they got takeout, whether they had something delivered to their home from Uber Eats or other services like that, where they deliver to your home, whether they made the food and they just have these massive amounts of food and they're eating it. Okay, and people are watching them eat it, and then other people are actually starting their own channels doing the same thing, and just our culture in general. But my 600-pound life, in which people are